In those shameful times, our ancestors hunted our fairer brethren, and the children of fox and rat came to know the fang and claw of the Garu. That old alliance was tested, and though it held, animosity grew between the children of the old wolf, rat, and fox. Rat's true children were crafty, finding ways to hide and survive. Fox's children, for all their cunning, were not so lucky, and Fox swore to the old wolf that his children would come to regret these happenings if it was the last thing Fox had done. It was then that all the fair believed that the compact between these 6 great spirits had come to an end. Hi everybody, welcome in. Without any further ado, meet our unruly Garu, starting with Joseph McRae.
Hey folks, I'm Big Fat Socialist, aka Elias. You can find me on all platforms, Blue Sky, YouTube, and TikTok being the nominal 3. And today I am going to be playing Joseph McCreek, everybody's favourite Bone Nor Ragabash for Postle Park.
We love it. Reppin' Postle Park. What up, boys? Layla.
Hey, hi everyone. So I'm the Rave. You can find me all over the internet as such. Today I will be playing Alayla Snared by Lightning, the Galliard Arun Ghost Council.
Indeed. Chester.
Hello, I'm Astra's VTuber. You may call me Aster. Today I am playing Chester Aoyang, and he is a Theurge Silent Strider.
Said as silently as he strides. Buddy DuPont.
I appreciate you. Actually, the pronunciation was perfect. Hey, everybody. My name is Joe, better known as DJ Toridor or Nolafang on most of the social media sites, Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. And I'll be playing Buddy DuPont, the Creole Cajun, well, more Creole, not Cajun, Creole, very good-looking man from New Orleans who is playing a very sophisticated, non-gaslighty Silver Fang Philodox. So, also known as Reese the Sky. So, yeah.
Absolutely. No gaslighting here. Only gatekeeping and girl bossing, which leads us to our final Garu of the introduction, Winona.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I am a variety streamer over on Twitch. I'm also the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads. And this time zone, I am playing Winona Keen, aka Fights to the Last. Patron is Gorgon, and so she's Black Fury, Alrune.
Indeed. And last but certainly not least, hello, everyone. Hi. It's good to see you again. I'm Avery. At Avery DuBois on all the social media platforms. I also stream on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of Warhammer 40k recently, but by the time you watch this, I'll be dead in the middle of a big WoD content run. I'm going to be playing Night Road. I'm going to be playing Beast of Glenkill Dove. I'm going to be playing the Book of Hungry Names. We're going to do a lot of visual novels back to back because I think that's cool. And hey, if you want me to read stuff in funny voices, check those out. But I'm also the partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomads. So if you like what you see or are interested in working with us in any way, whether it's from a casting perspective or if you're a TTRPG developer and you kind of like what we do here and you'd like us to play your games, please reach out. Hit us in our email, which is in our Linktree site. You'll be in contact with me. So without any further ado, I'll cough a lung up. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this third episode, Unruly Children. Where we will begin today is not where we ended last time. Instead, we scale back the time a little bit. As 5 hours earlier, Chester, you've just finished your interaction with Turtle, and you've turned to begin to lead your pack away towards this place that you're supposed to be going to. And you find all of your senses encompassed in this thick mist that roils in around you quickly. It moves fast and aggressive like that sea mist that you remember living in Seattle. That kind of sea mist that creeps in through the city streets and between buildings and dumpsters like some hungry thing. But you don't feel that bit. The coolness as the damp air coalesces around your skin. Maybe normal people would feel alarmed by this, but you've felt this before, the embrace of Aeolus. This has become your life, this mist. But it is a very brief and bright glow of orangey gold as you see Fox bound in from the mist. Told you I'd trick you.
What did you do this time?
Well, I am you, and I am taking your friends somewhere they don't need to go.
But we have... Time is limited. We have to find the wolf. You wanted us to find the wolf.
I do, and you will. Sometimes the quickest route. What did Mr. Kerouac say? It does not provide for proper character development. I have to go be you.
I'm going to try to move out of this mist immediately, trying to find my friends first.
As you move to kind of push through some of the mist, you see just beyond the edge, it's a little hazy, you see yourself turn and look back at you and give you a wink, but it's Fox's glowing gold eye. As they begin to walk, and you see the rest of your pack beginning to follow them.
Knowing that probably yelling out is not going to help, I turn immediately towards the mist. Aeolus.
I am here, always where you are.
I need help. I don't know where they're going. I have a few clues, I have a few ideas, but...
Ask me your questions, as is our bond.
That story that Turtle was talking about.
Lock Henry.
Yes.
I am familiar.
I have a feeling that they're going to go there, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be very pleasant.
You are more
Those
than
spirits
likely
seem
correct.
vengeful.
There are many vengeful spirits. I have been a vengeful spirit before.
What can I do to placate them?
Walk with me and ask the right question.
How can I gain Scorpion's trust?
The scorpion is a fickle creature. A simple gesture of goodwill or chiminage will not be enough, perhaps. There will be something that you may divine from meeting Scorpion. Although I do not think you would like to test the strength of its claws.
No, I would very much like to avoid that fight if possible.
Ask the right question, then.
You know, I have infinite amounts of time when it's just you and I, Aeolus. But I have family to take care of. They're walking in blind, and Fox is tricking them into going into something blind.
The wisdom of Fox is often tempered with trickery and deceit. Now it is Aeolus's turn to ask a question.
Right.
You have a family to take care of, or a woman you miss.
That's not fair. I can answer family. Whether there are degrees of what I think elsewhere.
You are allowing yourself to be frustrated again. Breathe. Think. You are a warrior of the mind.
Right. I don't feel very warrior-like in this situation. I feel very helpless.
It is because you are wasting much breath. The correct answer to my question was both. Simple as that.
Right.
This is what I can do for you. Here in this place. I can give you the direction you need. You have always struggled, Jester, poring over maps, divining your path. When perhaps first you should have decided your destination.
I would like to go to Loch Henry then. Wherever it is now, in the real world, in the physical world.
Then that is where I will take you. However, are you prepared? All you will hear are screams. Even if you cut off your ears and close your eyes, that is a place of great suffering, not unlike a laboratory full of preserved piglets.
I think I've come to bear witness to more, and I understand. Those cries of suffering, they deserve to be heard.
At what cost to you, Flytrap?
Does that really matter?
Gaia wills it. Come, we go. And the mist
Gaia
around
wills it
you
indeed.
recedes into the form of a pigeon, or rather, a mourning dove, as it flies up onto your shoulder and nestles into your neck. And you see ahead of you, Chester. You're used to just seeing them behind you where you walk. These silver footsteps illuminate the way ahead.
I am going to walk forward following the footsteps, and all the while pondering the why I hesitated on answering that question. And without coming to a conclusion, I'll just continue to blindly follow.
And with that, our scene will shift. Alayla, you've jumped from the car, your leg is broken. You run over the ridge, unconscious of the pain. Up into the forest, you hear the shouting of the rest of your pack behind you to slow down. But the fear is taken over.
She's panting, and this awful wheezing sound. It almost sounds like distorted and metallic as it runs through her broken vocal cords, and she's coughing up blood, and all she can see is that night, that human shooting her mother, and lightning. She starts to cry.
I think as you whimper, bed down, you've been Garu long enough to know how to heal your wounds. Do you wish to?
I think there's this moment where she begins to feel the pain radiating through her body from her broken limb, and she's struggling through these visions of her past. And at first she thinks, I deserve this. I left them behind. And then she hears the voices of her pack calling out to her. And she remembers why she's there and what they need to do. She remembers being told that they are family. And in that moment, she heals herself. She needs to be strong for her family.
So which form will you choose? Hispo, Glabro, or Krinos? Now, reminder. If you go for Krinos, 1, you have to make 2 rage checks to get there. And 2, every turn you don't kill someone, you have to make a will kill something, or are in combat with something. You have to make a willpower check or go into a frenzy.
Yeah, it would be easier if she went Krinos, but she just doesn't. She doesn't trust that. She knows she will lose control. So she's gonna go for. She's gonna go for Hispo.
Okay.
And she's still in her lupus form, so she feels that'll be the easiest.
Make me 1 rage check, please.
Success.
Okay. You keep your rage as you go into Hispo. Now, for our lovely audience, how many wounds does Layla have?
Layla has. She has. Just 5 superficial and 1 ag.
Alright. To fully heal, that is going to be 7 dice rolls.
I'm gonna try.
We'll start with the ag. Please make 1 rage check for half an ag healed.
Success.
Second rage check to heal the other half of that aggravated damage.
Success.
You are out of the aggravated damage range. That is 2 of 7. Let's go for 3.
The ag is she grabs her leg that's broken and cracks it back into place. A moment. Okay, success.
That's 3 of 7. Let's go to 4.
Success.
Getting better. Let's go to 5. Teeth. Alright. So, teeth for this does count as a failure. So you are going to lose your forms and go to 0 rage. However, with it being teeth, I will allow you to at least... Let me be clear. You're going to heal that level anyway, regardless of success or failure.
Okay.
However, as you take yourself down to, I believe, having 2 wounds left, to superficial ones. You hear a whisper in your ear, Elena. Find us, find us, find us. We've been waiting. We will make your pain meaningful. Why? Let it. Harm you. When you could use it as a weapon. And that shocks you into the moment. You find yourself back in your lupus form. Your form has diminished. You can feel your rage is cold, quiet. And you're alone.
I think she hears that voice and it scares her. But what scares her more is the emptiness, the lack of her rage. And she lets out this howl. The pain, the kind of soul-wrenching cry that comes from grief and loss.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you do have the one of the moon
I do have Moon Quicken. Yes, a Moon Quicken.
It is close. I will say it is close enough to night that you may restore a point of superficial willpower damage as per that merit if you choose.
Yes, please. Yes, please, I would like to do that.
And so in the quiet of this little glen outside of Circleville, West Virginia, Elena, the branches rustle in the bush. Before a small human comes out. A young, you think by the smell, maybe girl. Denim overalls. Kind of torn up t-shirt. A kind of net-backed trucker cap on. That says, "My daddy's a trucker." And she spits something out. It smells kind of foul. You've smelled this at the cairn. It's chewing tobacco. And
right.
She takes a step closer. Nice doggy. Don't bite me. You hurt? I'm sorry. What happened?
Doesn't know what to do, so she just tries to make herself smaller.
This little girl takes a few more steps towards you. It's all right. I don't bite you. You bite though. I can tell. Just please don't bite me.
Put that down.
My name's Sarah. Hi. She gets up to you and she kneels down. She says, "Oh, well, you ain't no dog at all, is you?" She just kind of runs her hand over the top of your head. "You're a pretty thing. What happened to you?" And her hand reaches towards your scars but doesn't touch them.
Twitches a little.
It's alright. I'm not gonna hurt you.
She'll lean forward and she'll just bump her with her nose.
Yeah. See, I'm alright. She kind of rifles in the front pocket of her overalls until she pulls out a bag of beef jerky and pours some out on the ground and rolls it up and tucks it back into pocket. When was the last time you ate?
Looks at this beef jerky, and I think part of her is like, ew. But she sees that this girl is trying to do something nice. So she'll like sniff it and take a bite of at least part of it.
She smiles real wide. You can see up this close. She's got sun brought out freckles all over her face, and she's got that wide, toothy grin. Teeth, and her teeth have several gaps in them. She just smiles real big. I think I'll call you Smokey.
There's like a huff of laughter that comes from her, because what the fuck? But she finds the little girl sweet.
She says, all right,
So
Smokey, I live at 1345 1 Bakersfield Avenue. You can come by anytime. I'll leave the back door open for you, even though Mama doesn't like it when I leave the back door open. You can come in, and you can just have a good old time, and we'll be best friends, and I can show you my... well, I don't have many toys no more, but I can show you... Oh, I can show you my bedroom. I've got the night sky painted on my ceiling, so we can just look at it. And sometimes I imagine that I'm up there in the stars, and I'm an astronaut, and I find new planets, and sometimes the native alien species are hostile. And so then I have to run and hide and play hide and seek around the house from all the aliens. You could be the aliens. Oh,
So fucking cute. She, for a minute, she's like tilting her head as she's listening to this girl talk. And I'm just going to sniff her.
Now, I have to ask, do you think this is Alayla's first experience with a human child?
Yes, I think she's seen them at the cairn. Well, human, possibly Garu children. She's seen them at the cairn, but she's stayed away from them. And the more she looks at this little girl, the more she remembers her siblings, her little sister. And it hurts, but she sees the wonder and joy on this little girl's face. And the minute that she mentions this, like, alien species, she kind of rears back a little bit so that she's kind of on her back legs. And she just starts making kind of, to the benefit of this moment, weird noises. They're like weird clicking noises, as if she is this alien. And her tail is thumping.
Oh my god, it's an extraterrestrial! And she, like, dives off and like, picks up a stick and is making, like, pew-pew noises.
Yeah, she plays with her.
And then you hear a... Sarah June Caulfield, answer your walkie. She's, oh, shit. And she reaches down. Hi, Mama. Over. She says, Sarah June, you get your ass home. It's supper time. She says, yes, Mama. Over. And there's a moment of pause. I love you, Sarah June. I love you too, Mommy. Over and out. She clips it back on. Well, you know where I live now, so you gots to come visit for supper sometime. This life is amazing. And she just turns and starts stalking off through the brush.
Alayla's heart. Alayla will follow. She wants to make sure this little girl gets home safe.
Sure. As you begin to follow her, we'll shift our scene one more time. to Argaru in the truck that you stole. You see Alayla take off over the hill up the next ridgeline, fast.
Question, storyteller. Who's driving at this point?
I believe Winona was driving.
Correct. Yeah, Winona is driving. In fact, the last thing I remember is you guys had told her to stop and pull over, which is what we were doing.
Right. Do you two want to go and see if you can get her? I don't think I'm in the correct mindset to do so if she's having some sort of
Buddy's already
episode.
taken off.
All right, Grant.
Buddy's...
You want to go, Winona? I'll stay with the car if you want.
I am worried about her, but I also don't want to leave you alone. Can I tell that he just wants to... does Yosef just want to be alone right now?
I've definitely given that vibe off, but I think part of it is indeed that Yosef wants to be alone. The other element is that if he can tell you're kind of examining, just like, look, I am legitimately fine. It's also just not a good idea for us to leave a stolen car here unattended.
And it's at that point, Yosef, that you hear in your ear. Don't worry, I'll hide it for you.
Rabbi?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm on your shoulder. You just can't see me.
Oh shit! How long have you been there? You saying to his shoulder.
Well, you summoned me when you stole the car. That's kind of my whole thing. You didn't even ask me for help. What the fuck, Yosef?
Anytime I steal something, you're just gonna appear. No, this is the first time you've ever made this clear to me. He's talking to himself in front of.
Well, because you usually ask me when you want to steal something.
Okay, I'll trust you to. I mean, okay. Well, since I'm apparently talking to myself in front of Winona anyway, I might as well stress. I kind of don't want to be around Layla right now, especially if she's going through something, because I can't predict how she's going to behave. All right. Look. We'll leave the truck with Magpie, he says to Winona. And I assume at that point Magpie will materialize?
Yeah. There's like a shimmer, like hot air coming off the asphalt around Yosef's shoulder before Magpie shows up. Hello.
Okay.
Hello again.
Hi.
I'm gonna steal your bracelet someday. I like it. I like it and I want
hold
it.
Your hand over it. It's not mine, as it is.
Even better for me to steal them.
But we agreed not to steal anything from people who didn't, who we couldn't afford to at least give back to. Okay, like, this one's poor. Us.
Are you? Are you poor? Like us?
I guess?
Oh. Never mind. You can keep it. I don't need it that bad.
That's a good Magpie. I'll get you something nice later. We can't get spice bags here, Magpie. I've told you so many times.
Make one. We will go to... I've heard of a tree. I've heard of a great tree. It is called the Dollar Tree, and we will go there and we will get things.
We'll talk about it when I get back, Magpie.
Yes.
Amazing. Winona's going to try not to laugh as she hears that. So you're good. We're solid here, then.
Just don't ask me to talk to her, okay?
I'm ephemeral. Not a solid.
Okay, well, at that, she's going to turn off the truck. She's taking the keys with her. And... did you need them?
Only if you want me to drive.
No.
I was about to say, she's about to look to Yosef like,
yeah,
is this part of the plan?
Just put a brake on the pedal. I can handle the steering wheel.
Okay, never mind. I'll take that as a definite no. She's going to pocket the keys. And then she's going to say, I'm going to go after them.
Right.
And as she says that, she's going to go to leap over the ditch and transform into lupus form.
Raise check. Yosef, as this happens, Magpie leans over to you. What happened with Alayla? Why are you upset?
It's a long, complicated story that deals with the nature of my feelings about being Garu Magpie. We probably don't have time to go into it right now.
Oh. I just say so because you're a pack. Why would you not want to be around each other? You're supposed to support each other and hold each other up and yell at each other when we do bad things. But that doesn't mean you have to go away from each other.
Well, it's not that I'm necessarily going away anytime soon, Magpie. It's that Layla seriously hurt my feelings. You may remember when we did our pat bonding, I attempted to broker the question of, should we prevent ourselves from harming humans unnecessarily? That got talked down to, let's try to prevent interacting with humans. Because of our good friend Buddy's idiocy, we wound up inadvertently injuring a human, and this resulted in me having to provide first aid to said human, to which Layla told me that I need to get over it. The first ever human that we interacted with, we inadvertently hurt, and I'm just a little upset that I'm the only one who's concerned about that. Does that roughly summarize my feelings to you, Magpie? I don't know why I'm taking this out on you. You don't deserve that.
It does. I understand. But, time to have this talk, I think. We have known each other for a very long time, you and I.
That we have.
You make your hurt feelings everyone's problem.
Magpie, I'm genuinely offended.
No, you shouldn't be. Packs are supposed to share with each other. It is a good example that you give to your pack. Perhaps maybe if we shared other emotions more too, they would understand, and you would have an easier time communicating your frustration.
Oh, it's very hard to assume they'd understand, Magpie. It's very hard to assume they'd understand. But I see your point. Oh, I'm gonna have to apologize.
When one bird flies out of formation, all of us can lose the wind under our wings. That is why we fly in formations. That's why we do our murmurations. To know each other, to know how we fly. Everyone can see how everyone flies, and then none of us have to lose the wind under our wings. You understand?
Rather than being angry at Layla, I should just try to carefully explain to her exactly why she upset me.
Sounds like a Dr. Phil episode. No, maybe just... If Yosef shared more of himself with his pack, maybe they would understand Yosef's anger better.
I still haven't told anyone about Leslie Ann.
No, and she is here. Not here.
What?
But in the States.
What? Whoa. You want to drop that on me right now? She's here? She's in the States? What is she doing?
Work.
Work?
Has a job in New York City.
Oh, thank God. Okay, at least she's some ways away from Charleston.
Yes.
Okay.
But might not be able to keep her away for much longer.
Why would that be, Magpie?
You know why. Your hearts beat together. Those two things cannot be kept apart.
God. Damn, do I hate the spiritual nature of this condition. Okay, that's a whole problem I'm gonna have to deal with in another day.
Yes.
Okay.
But today,
okay.
We start sharing more of Yosef.
Alright, I promise, as soon as we're done with whatever this mission is at Loch Henry, perhaps during our next mealtime, since that's now an important thing for our pack, I will try to swallow some of my pride and explain to them the situation with Leslie Ann and why that relates to my anxieties about this condition of mine.
Sounds good. Do you want me to handle the food situation?
I mean, Buddy, I'm sure will really want to cook, but I don't necessarily like him. You want to step on his toes.
What is it called? I can get the sides for the potluck.
That sounds like a really good idea, Magpie. In fact, I very much appreciate that, you beautiful, beautiful bird, and you'll like scratch underneath like his little chin.
Yes. My help comes at a cost.
Oh, and what is it you demand this time for Chimnich?
You will take me to the Dollar of Trees.
Ah. I will take you to the Dollar of Trees. I will attempt to gather the necessary ingredients for a spice bag. which this is an Irish invention as opposed to a Scots one, so I'm a little weirded out by how you've even figured that out.
I spent time there when I was looking for Leslie Ann before.
Of course you did. All right, Magpie. Thank you so much.
You're
I'm gonna attempt to scrabble over this. We'll scrabble through this ditch using my human legs.
Oh, good luck. As Magpie flies off and you get out of the truck, you see that same, like, heat off the pavement look around the truck before the truck fades from view.
God, having a companion spirit is cool. Okay.
And
yeah, will there be any check required on my part?
Yeah, we'll make this a pretty routine Dex athletics for you to scramble over and figure things out.
Oh, I think I'm gonna choke him out in hubris here because I forgot how shit I am at both those things. But no, on 3 successes I'm not. Hopefully that's fine.
Yeah, you managed to make your way down. Succeeding on your rage check, Winona, you bound over the ditch. And after Buddy, as the 3 of you make your way into the forest line, eventually you break into a clearing and you see a young human girl, as I've previously described. And as she sees the 2, Buddy and Yosef, enter, and then another wolf, she reaches in her overalls and flicks out a pocket knife. You stand back.
Whoa! Whoa! No need to bust out the gear, young lady.
Alayla will kind of nudge her in the leg.
What is it, Smokey?
And she just makes this like a soft sound of like, it's okay. Safe.
In the Garu tongue, obviously, Winona will look to Alayla and say, "Who is this?"
Like, girl found me. She's very sweet. Gentle. She's just trying to go back home.
Now, I ain't got nothing for you, vagabonds and wanderers.
Nah, Sheriff, what a rude thing to say to somebody.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Yeah, no, we are vagabonds and wanderers, but there's no need to lead with
Speak
that.
for yourself. No damn vagabond.
Alayla will, there's like a little, like, almost like a coughing laugh that comes from Alayla, but then she will turn to her pack and say, she's just a full of growth. Don't be too hard on her. Her mother has called her home. I just want to make sure she gets there safe.
She
now
steps
put that
forward.
pocket knife in your pocket there.
She puts it back and she steps forward and she holds her hand out to you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. No sorry to me now, Sheriff. Calling me out my name, I could call you something worse. Like hungry, wild child, misbehaved.
My mama says that. Yeah.
Now what you doing out here this time of the night? Or day?
Well, I was out, and she kind of takes her backpack off and opens it up, and there's a small collapsible fishing rod in it. I was just fishing in the creek.
Okay,
In the creek, Sheriff. You find any mud bugs in there?
No, but I did. I caught a little rock bass, and I caught a few sunfish, and I caught a yellow perch, and but none of them was big enough for the game warden not to come and threaten to take our house away again. So I had to let him. Yeah. She kind of looks away, and she kind of sticks her arm out a little further. I'm Sarah Jean Carlson.
Buddy will take her hand and kind of like, in that hand, she'll be like, put his hand over hers. Buddy Dupont. Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Oh, you're from the down there.
Well, yes, but just not Florida.
Oh, never Florida. Ick.
Maximum egg, if you get my drift.
God damn.
Winona looks makes a little grumble for a second, but then is kind of just like,
True.
And if I was from Florida, it'd be Peninsula Part, not Tallahassee.
I have a cousin from Bakersfield, Alabama.
Ah.
Why are you up there?
That's where my daddy's family's from.
Your daddy not here?
No, he's a truck driver.
Ah.
See,
Okay.
my
Well, this is
daddy's a trucker.
Well, they ain't that cute. I like that.
Well,
Yeah?
yeah, where I'm from. We don't call them truckers. We call them lorry drivers.
I got a cousin named Lori.
I would like to sniff her again. Yeah, so the thing is, she mentioned her bedroom has this sky. That her dad's a trucker, and just I think there's this feeling of like off chance, that this is not just a human little girl, and maybe there's a part of her that thinks of her siblings and kind of hopes that the little girl is Garu. So she's gonna use her penumbral senses in this moment to try to see if this is really a human girl.
Spend a point of willpower.
Okay. Willpower spin.
And then you're going to roll me an intelligence and wisdom.
Okay. 3 successes.
3 successes. The local rating of this gauntlet is pretty thin. I had it called at a 2.
Spill the tea, storyteller.
So as you peer through the gauntlet, not only do you see Chester approaching on the other side of the gauntlet, walking through the boughs of the forest with this little dove on his shoulder, but you can see this girl looks different on the other side of the gauntlet. Her cheekbones are a little higher. Her hair is not this kind of mop of shaggy brown. It is a beautiful blazing red that has been braided and has silver beads that hold the braids together. You see the tips of her ears are pointed. And you see that pocket knife that she stuffed back into her pocket in her overalls is a short, glowing sword in a scabbard on her belt. Her clothes are different. She still has the overalls on, which is funny. But beneath them, there's like a medieval style, like 3/4 sleeve, blue and gold silk tunic. She looks very much unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Oh, shit.
I think there is this moment where Alayla is probably visibly rocked by this. I mean, she sees Chester coming, but it doesn't deter from what she's seeing. And her eyes go wide and she looks to the pack. And I think all she can say is special. Special girl.
The radio goes off again. Sarah Jean, it's been 20 minutes. She picks it up. Sorry, Mama. On my way home. Over and out. I love you. Clicks it back down. Okay, I gotta go. It's supper time, and I still got another 15 minutes before I get home.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we want to thank you so much for, taking care of our pup here.
Oh, is this your wolf?
Yeah, they're a pair of Appalachian wolfhounds. Why they look like that.
I like you. You make up funny stories. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And she traipses off through the brush. Chester, you feel an ebb in the gauntlet as you're walking. This has never happened to you before. And as you turn your head to see the source, you see this same little, for lack of a better term, elvish-looking girl run through. And her entrance to the gauntlet is so powerful, it shoves you out the other side. And Chester just kind of walks out from behind a tree.
Chester, where were you? We were worried.
I was worried about you. Fox played a trick on us. Took my form and let you out. Without me.
So that wasn't even you that brought us here.
No. I was still in the umbrella.
Oh.
What the hell?
Well, that's fantastic.
I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad all of you are.
Don't do that anymore.
What happened? I'm just gonna look down at Alayla. What happened? What did I miss?
She pads over to him, sniffs him to like be sure it's him. And it's his scent. And then she's like, okay, it's him. And then she will say, there was some trouble. Human hurt, but we've fixed it. There was an ambulance. We got out in time. A spirit spoke to Winona through the, what do you call it?
Cell phone.
The box, the cell phone, covered for us. We were headed to the human that got hurt, historian. We were headed to his place of business. The scent on his shoes. It's where we need to go. But I found this. Well, this little girl found me.
I was gonna say, you said she was special. How do you mean special?
I don't understand. She did not look in the Umbra as she did here.
A little girl.
Yes.
A little girl that well, whatever happened there, I was shunted out. I was supposed to just head to Loch Henry.
She had pointed ears and red hair, sword. Her clothes were different.
Storyteller, is that enough for me to make an occult check? Because I have a feeling I know what this girl is.
I won't even require one of you, Yosef. You come from a culture that is inundated and with lore of the little people, the fair folk.
Layla, did you make any bargains or promises with that girl?
I didn't make any deal, but she did offer to leave her door open so we could play.
Okay. Now, listen, where I'm from, there are certain spirits that we don't talk about in their lands, and evidently, that little girl is one of those spirits. Now, when we're in a safe location like the cairn, perhaps it would be wise for me to tell you some stories of the fair folk from my homeland, to give you a bit of context for what that last might be.
Okay. She seemed very happy about life.
Oh yeah, they do. They are incredibly happy. They're incredibly mercurial and changeable in their ways, but they are also powerful and not to be underestimated.
Okay. Perhaps her mother or father is also his?
More than likely.
You alright, Layla?
I am now. Shotgun when the human shot their gun. My mother died that way.
I think Winona's gonna move up to Alayla and kind of just nudge into her reassuringly, or try to.
Yeah, I'll kind of kneel down and kind of join in.
She will lean into you both, and she will say, "Two legs are scary when they have fun. We were just trying to get food. Winter was coming. Ah, my scars are from that night. I had to leave her behind."
I'm so sorry.
Be done now. She's already gone. I will get better at controlling those emotions.
It's all right to feel, Chef. That's a hard thing to swallow. So, it's okay.
I will not leave you behind because I cannot handle my shit.
That is
I
the right
won't
way to
leave you
use that.
behind because I care. And you'll see him kind of... Yeah.
Well, we're all back together.
Yeah.
She turns her head and she nips Chester in like the shoulder, wherever, nips him and says, "Don't disappear again." And then
Try not to.
and then she will go to Yosa. And she will sort of gesture him to come down to her level.
But he tends
He's gonna be looking up for several seconds longer than he really should before he acquiesces.
She's going to put her forehead to your forehead. And she's going to say, "I'm sorry. I know this is new for you. I have always been your legs. I just don't want you to put yourself in a position that you are not safe."
I'm not gonna get angry at I'm not gonna get angry at Wolf. I'm not gonna get angry at Wolf. I'm not gonna get angry at Wolf. Okay. I accept your apology, Layla. It's not exactly why I got frustrated. But again, it's nothing that we can process right now. It's a far more complicated package than it needs to be. And I don't think the appropriate time for me to explain that to you all is when we're here out in the woods. I'd much prefer if that was over a very large bottle of whiskey with a bunch of ice and some good food, to be honest. That's what I want more than anything right now.
I have never had whiskey. We will share.
We'll be easy on you.
I
don't know what you're...
Hurricane.
Oh, that sounds grand, actually. Yes, I had a couple of those once at a NOLA-themed bar somewhere in Charleston.
We will wrap
what
her
bar?
tail.
Where?
Yeah, it was all Louisiana voodoo themed. I would not go there again, frankly, but I was doing a job.
Yeah, it was one of those really bad pop-ups that never lasts. There is a decent French Quarter replica bar called La Bon Temps.
You see Buddy visibly
Fringe.
Frankly, they were a little sweet. I kind of wanted more alcohol going on in there.
You do hear the tree line broken by a fluttering of wings. As
Winona's gonna look into that direction.
Magpie comes down through the tree brush with now a half-torn Walmart bag and little bottles of spices are falling out of the hole in it and hitting
Oh, Magpie!
Before it lands.
You wanted to cook here?
Well, maybe not here.
Oh,
Wasn't Magpie supposed to be watching the truck?
It's people can't see it.
Wait.
Don't worry.
What?
Okay.
Arun's mad about everything. I got another thing.
What'd you get?
He opens his mouth. Reach inside, just like when you got the bracelet.
All right, okay. Yeah, what
And
do we
you
got?
feel a fabric strap of something, and then another, and another, and you begin pulling them out, and you pull out fully 4, like, basic camping kits that have, like, 2-man tents, sleeping bags, a fire starter in each of them.
Oh, I love you, my hammer space bird friend.
Magpie says, they were easy to swallow, no one was looking. It was awesome.
That tracks.
Wait a minute. You swallowed camping equipment?
You are Garu. Often find yourself away from places to stay.
Man, I never put no camping tent in my mouth.
I have put much worse things in my mouth.
I don't want to know, Magpie. I feel like it has something to do with a dumpster.
Once or twice.
See,
Raccoon needed a place to live, so...
you let a raccoon...
No.
Right.
The spirit raccoon. We work together a lot.
All right, can we go? We have places to go, people to be in.
Even if you go back to the truck,
Chill.
you will make it not to Loch Henry by the end of the night. Would not go
think
there
we
when
should
it is
maybe-
dark.
I think we should maybe bed down or maybe try and find some food.
Here?
Food sounds nice, but
This is a clearing, though we should probably be closer to the edge of it, as to not be completely out in the open.
I can
Sounds good
get
to me.
Buddy's backpack from the truck with the boudins.
You been in my bag, still
I can smell it.
good. Still good then.
I go get?
Wait, how you know it's my bag?
The rest of them do not know how to make the boudins.
Smart bird. Good. Sure.
Very smart bird.
I'm a spirit.
Very smart bird.
Not really a bird. Most birds are stupid.
Wait, spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, magpie.
Wait. Is there an ostrich spirit?
Ostrich? You don't want to meet ostrich.
I wouldn't want to meet a real ostrich, let alone spirit ostrich.
Cassowary is even worse.
Yeah, the claw fangs look kind of prehistoric, and they're known for zipping people. I read a magazine a long time ago.
You know they can run up to 65 miles per hour?
I will get the
No,
boudins. And he flies off.
Layla shakes her head, a little smile on her face, but she says, I will go hunt. Bring us back food.
Alright, I guess
can
like
go with
any
you.
type of protein would be good, but yeah. Oh, pair you, sure.
Not on 2 legs.
of course not. I'll shift. I'll also shift into Lupus form.
Alright. Here's what I will need from the two of you. And I'll have rolls from everyone before we are about to go to break. From Alayla and Chester. You've already made your actions clear. Go ahead and give me a... I'm going to say either wits or dexterity, whichever is higher, and survival for the two of you hunting. Winona, what would you like to do before mealtime?
Realistically, just helping set up the camp, trying to find a spot here that's the most defensible, or as defensible and protective that we can get with it.
Perfect. With that, go ahead and give me a wits and investigation. Yosef, what's your plan before mealtime?
Well, if Buddy's going to be on food and Winona's going to be on camping, I guess Yosef will see himself to drinks. I'm assuming I got some booze somewhere on my person.
Not enough for everyone. However, go ahead and give me wits investigation as well.
Wits investigation. Okay.
Buddy,
That's actually a... Yeah.
buddy, you are cooking the boudins and everything, yes? Do you already have a craft specialty in cooking?
No.
Give yourself one. Because I do that shit at my tables. Buddy's been cooking every session. Take a free specialty with everything that has been brought. As you go through this Walmart bag, it wasn't just spices. There's like bread, and there's like a thing of like a little like Land O'Lakes tub of butter. There's like a little like from the deli section, like a ham hock in there, and like a little 5-pound bag of pinto beans. Like,
Magpie, you fucking legend.
and with that, everybody's gonna hold their numbers, and we'll be right back after this very quick tech and bio, everyone. I'm not entirely sure what I've stumbled upon in this village. I'm all the places I've ever been before this place. This knoll is the most like that place where I go when I sleep. Skittering, scuttling, murmuring, muttering. The wind blows, the leaves drown the whispered words of the ancient foe. Where hides the beating heart of Tevesereth? An idiot god screams in the deep places, calling for its kin, and I can hear it. I will not be eaten. My heart pounds like the drums in that deep place. Thunder pales as snow deafens. The water rises. Seize the weapon. Blood mingles dynasty. Remember, never forgive, never surrender. The jail of the gods is bereft of the enemy that once it held.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. It's just a short time for you, but it felt like an eternity for us. We missed you so much. Let's go ahead and get right back into it. So, for the hunting, Alayla and Chester. 5 successes for Chester, yes.
4.
4. And Alayla? So a total of 7. I need to know how much food you are hunting for, because with a 7, I will allow the two of you to take a deer together if you choose. That is a lot of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll take a deer.
All right. So the two of you take a deer, manage to get it back to camp. Skinning and gutting process must also occur, but you are equipped with tools for that. Winona, as you're looking around for a place to make camp here, where's the most defensible spot? There are pros and cons to having your back to the creek here. Pro being that this creek is not big enough for anyone to put a boat down, so it's not like you're going to have people floating by. Also gives you the opportunity to have fresh water. All good things. It's as you search through the forest line around that you find an old abandoned vehicle. It's maybe from the 50s or 60s. It's all rusted out.
Are the tires on it, are they shredded or?
Yeah, they've fully begun to kind of disincorporate into the dirt.
Okay. So this thing has not moved in a long time.
No. But as you go through it, opening the glove box, there is a loaded pistol in the glove box. It's a little weighty. It's a 45 caliber revolver. You see also that there are some papers in the glove box. But we can get to reading those after we go through all the dice. But you think you can actually make, if you really wanted to make this defensible, you could take the doors off, use the doors to kind of surround the camp, like wedge the doors between a few trees. You could probably take the cloth top roof off that is rotting and has holes in it. You could probably use that also to, take a few of these rusted shards and pound them into a few trees and use that as some more cover. You could take the trunk door off as well. You begin to see this thing for its parts and how its parts could kind of encapsulate the camp, essentially.
Got it. Considering the fact that I rolled teeth, I think she is just going to start pulling things off this vehicle.
And that is where we get to the result of that teeth. As you pull off one of the doors, your grip slips and you run a deep cut up the side of your forearm across this rusted metal.
Fuck.
You are going to take 2 levels of superficial damage. Were you a human being, this would go definitely to the kneading stitches. But you know what you have to do to heal your wounds.
Yep. I'm going to go with that. She is going to give out a yelp. It's going to be decently loud. That's a cut that hurts. But she will instinctively go Glabro.
1 rage check, please.
Failure.
So you lose a rage as you go to Glabro. And then it is 1 rage check per level of damage to heal.
I had 3 total because of one that I took last session. So I would like to do 3 rage checks to success, teeth. That's a failure, right?
That is a failure. So all in all go down to 2 rage as you heal through. There's something cathartic about watching that wound knit itself back together, knowing you are made of stronger stuff now.
Yeah. She's just gonna just like stare at it as it closes shut. Still, it's been years at this point, but it still kind of amazes her about the level of damage that she can take now.
Absolutely.
But I can't deny the thought crosses her mind if she had been in better control of herself all those years ago. Some things might have been different.
Indeed. Now, Yosef. You were searching to figure out your booze problem. And as you kind of honestly just kind of walking around looking, just maybe there would be something around here, you find yourself almost back towards the road, thinking it would almost be easier to nick a few bottles from the liquor store than it would be to keep looking around the forest. When out from around the other side of a tree, you see another man. His clothes look ragged. The toes of his boots are starting to wear out. I don't need any roll from you. You're a bone gnawer. You know one of your people when you see them. The disadvantaged, the down and out. He looks like he hasn't eaten in weeks. So,
Hey, stranger.
hey, stranger yourself.
You feel like you've blown in from a long way.
Not a very long way, no, but been out here for a while, yeah.
I gotta say, mate, I feel bad letting you walk around in those shoes. You have a better pair by any chance.
These are what I got.
What are you, an 11?
10 and a half.
Ah, what a coincidence. Yosef will kick off his sneakers. Care for trade?
Yeah, but I feel bad trading you these. I mean,
oh, trust me, mate. It's not a big deal on my part. I go through these so fast. Honestly, it's good you caught me while they were still intact.
he kicks his boots off. I appreciate that.
I know thing. What's your name?
Rod.
Rod, I'm Yosef.
Nice to meet you, Yosef. And you can smell the liquor on his breath.
How long you been going through it, mate?
Tonight, just a few hours. But it's been a while.
Right.
Look, I feel like I kind of gave you a raw trade. You want to take a walk?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
And over the course of your conversation, as you walk with Rod, Yosef, you figure out a few things. One, he is a local here to Circleville. He's been out on the street for about 13 years.
Oof, long time.
Tells you about his property got claimed as eminent domain for a mining rights claim.
Oh, that's the worst.
And
was he employed before that?
He was. He was employed as a manager at the post office. But where he walks you to is just kind of up and around the hill. And you see, in this very dense part of the forest, a small wooden shack. He says, I've been crashing in here for a while, but it's an old bootleggers still.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's still some
some good old-fashioned corn mash up in there if you want to help yourself.
Ooh, you know what? Normally I would never rob a man of his vice, especially when he's going through hard times, but it just so happened I was in the market for a little bit of booze, and some corn whiskey would absolutely satiate me right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rod.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I hate to ask,
Yeah?
you got a bite to eat?
You know what, man? You wait right here. Don't you keep the corn whiskey for the time being. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
And Yosef, for the first time ever, I think he's going to actually, for the sake of speed, shift into once he's out of Rob's eye shot, of course, he's going to shift into lupus form so he can get there as quickly as possible. And we're definitely going to have extra food in the count of the two of them hauling back a whole deer, right? So I'll bring him back some backstrap and a little something decent.
Sure. And as you head back, we'll go over to Buddy. How many successes did you get on your roll, Buddy? 4. You certainly cook up a very good meal between your boudin and the deer that is being brought back. You even managed to find yourself some wild onions and things like that, some wild herbs out here in the forest. And there's nothing better than fresh out the animal liver and onions, even though this is just green onions from the woods. There's a little bag of flour and the things that Magpie brought. You got the butter. You don't have cream, so it'll be maybe a thicker gravy, but you can make a gravy to go with. And everyone who eats this meal, Rod included, will be able to restore a point of superficial willpower damage from having this meal.
Yeah, I'll be asking for a plate to go, and preferably a big one from Buddy.
So that is where we find ourselves now. Winona has secured the camp. Chester and Alayla have come back with their animal. Buddy is cooked, and Yosef comes back into the clearing.
I would say that Winona's already kind of settled in and is strumming on her guitar a little bit. It's not as focused as it was when we were in the Umbra and she was playing, but she's just kind of idly playing Take On Me a little bit.
Alayla will have shifted back into her human form. And she is probably near to the creek washing herself off because blood. Washing herself off when she hears Yosef come crashing through the trees asking for a plate.
Yeah, I need a plate to go, Buddy. Make it a big one.
To go? Why?
I met a friend up the road. He's going to trade me for something.
What kind of friend?
Oh, just a nice gentleman down in his luck in need of a hand. Usual thing.
You don't want to invite him to the table?
Well, I thought that we all agreed to separate, human and Garu stuff.
It is probably for the better.
Agreed. Keep us safer.
Sure.
Yeah, let's make it a hefty one. I think this might be the first decent meal this man's had in a while.
Fine by me.
So as you make a plate, Yosef, you take it back. Rod just kind of looks at it. Oh, wow. I don't really know what to say.
You don't need to say anything, Rod.
Yeah, well, just if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Rod?
In the afternoon, I'm usually hanging around the Circle K. In the morning, I'm usually
going through the dumpster behind Denny's. And well, in the evening, I try and spend my evenings out here when I can, or if I can get a little bit of cash. I stay at the Motel 6.
Excellent. All right, Rob. I'm going to make a conscious effort to check back in on you. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man. And you sort of will you have a quick examination of the bottles and take the dustiest you're looking one off of whatever shelf these are contained in.
It's more of the 2-gallon clay pitchers.
Oh, tell me you scrub some dust back and I see 3 X's on one.
Yeah, for sure. That's the vibe.
I have always wanted one of these, and they don't even have them at the cairn. Okay.
And as you pull the jug away, you see that there's a single white rat on the shelf. Good job. I appreciate that. What you did for him, I've been trying to help him out, but can't see me, can't interact with me, humans.
Yeah, no worries, Rat. It's just what you do,
Yeah. But there's a difference between saying it's what you do and making it what you do. Come here.
Well,
I got something for you. Bring me your head.
Oh. I move closer towards Rat.
And he presses his forehead to yours. And Yosef, if you would please add to your sheet the Ragabash gift, Blissful Ignorance.
Oh, yes! I know what that does. Although I don't know what pool it goes under.
There is no pool. It requires the expenditure of willpower, and as long as you stand completely still, you are invisible.
I will remember that. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Rat.
Yeah, usually chameleon spirits teach this one, but I had a 100-year love affair with a chameleon spirit in the Amazon.
I really don't want to know how that affair ended, do I?
I mean, it was steamy. The Amazon, get it?
Yes, I do. I do. That you're a clever rat.
I'm not a clever rat. I'm the rat.
Oh.
Hey, take it easy. Where you're going is going to be hard for you. Tell Buddy I'm thinking about him.
I will.
This is hard. You're 2 men of color. I know you aren't American, but this is hard.
I mean, it's certainly hard considering, we're 2 men of color and the only 2 men of color in the pack, and we're divided.
Whoa. Asian people are people of color.
Yeah, but it's a very different experience, let's be real.
You're not wrong.
I'm not attempting to not say there's an intersectional element to your systemic racism. I'm just saying it's a different kettle of fish. But my principal point is that as the only 2 black men in this pack, it's interesting that we are united by that experience as humans, but entirely separated from our respective positions in Garu society.
Yes and no. If
No, is he not meant to be top of the totem pole?
Sure, but that's all. That's all smoke and mirrors, the totem pole, Silverfangs, yeah, they lead in some things. Politics, public speaking, having the most money, sure. But when you're down in your luck and you need a solution, everyone comes to me. That's what always kind of confused me about the society of the Garo versus my other children, the Ratkin. The Ratkin are all egalitarian. Never
I mean, they have to
understood
be.
the need for all of this. The totem pole idea. I think every tribe, all of the other patron spirits. Do I not get along with some of them? Sure. Do I know when to default to their expertise? Absolutely. So maybe some people believe in the totem pole thing, and that's where you got that idea from, but I don't put much stock in it.
I guess I've never actually asked Buddy's thoughts on it.
Yeah. And, take it easy on him. I don't think he's ever met another Silverfang.
So he's not become jaded yet.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Thank you for being the most you and Magpie, I guess, being the most sensible parts of this experience, right? I know it's not easy for me.
Yeah. You really want a sensible take on this experience. Don't take me with you, but talk to Chester's patron, Owl. Owl's the wisest of us all.
All right.
You want,
Maybe if I
how
find
do the
some
kids
time.
say it? You want a based take? Go to Owl.
All right. Maybe I'll talk to Chester about making some introductions at some point.
Yeah. Gorgon's got some pretty base takes too, but that's only if you really want to fuck somebody up.
Might be necessary given the way things are going.
Will be necessary. You're a Garu.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. All right, Rap. I gotta go before this booze gets too warm.
He holds his little knuckles up.
I 100% fist bump Rat.
Alright. Be safe. And
How much of that was how much of that was Rod witness to incidentally?
Rod is fully engrossed in sitting on the porch eating.
Right on, man.
And
Well, in that case,
as
I'll
you
give
go
him a
to
little
turn,
salute.
you see the white of the fur melt away and the eyes stop glowing red and it just becomes a normal wood rat. Kind of scampers off.
All right. Well, I'll be hauling that jug over my shoulder, and I will give Rod a little salute. So I'll be seeing you later, man. And I will head off into the woods.
I'll be around. And a few minutes later, you'll see Yosef wander back in with this 2-gallon clay jug of corn mash over his shoulder.
What is that?
I see we're about to have a good time.
What this is I'm guessing about 60% ABV?
Those words mean nothing to me.
They will in a moment, dear.
Winona looks a little shifty-eyed for a second, and she's just gonna say, "Is that a lot?"
You didn't do a lot of drinking when you were younger, did you?
I drank, I just didn't read the labels.
Ah, well, what did you drink? Maybe I'd know based on brand name.
Whatever was in the flasks that were handed to me, dude.
Oh, flasks.
You've been
Okay,
drinking, young lady.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I had my first change at a freaking rager.
How
He's a
old were you?
rager.
Yeah.
I was 19 when it happened.
Underage
no-
drinking at your age.
Is it really that shocking?
Yes,
I'm from a
that's
culture-
shocking.
I'm from a culture that really embraces underage drinking, to be honest.
If I was your dad, I'd tan your hide.
You are a weird human thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did when he found out.
To answer your question,
Oh,
Layla,
Yeah, you think Jack didn't get, physical at times?
Oh,
He's
you
working.
do
He
know-
was working on himself when I last saw him, but he had some anger issues, which considering everything I'm finding out about him, kind of makes sense a little bit. Putting into perspective.
Layla
But-
will
Found
look.
out about him.
Layla will look at Buddy and say, "So you do know Jack, or Jack?"
I didn't say that. I'm just asking a question.
For somebody who doesn't know about Jack,
Because I don't know Jack about Jack. That's why I'm
you should have a
asking.
lot of reactions to it.
You said that you angered.
There is a sly grin that kind of like crosses.
Buddy, you can
Winona's
increase
lips.
your rage by 1 if you like.
Who?
You can increase your rage by 1 if you like, buddy.
I am. I am at 3.
You should be eating.
Yes. We should
Well,
be.
we will.
Talking to Jack about Jack.
I'm just happy seeing everybody again.
I'm happy to see you, Chester.
I think as that's conversation's happening, she's going to stop strumming "Take on Me" and then start strumming a new song. If any of you know it, Santa Monica Dream.
Layla is gonna insight check. Cause she's like, I'm just happy, and she's like, that doesn't mean you should stop eating. So, yes, I would like to insight check Chester.
Sure.
Chester, are you hiding something from Alayla?
I'm 100% hiding something.
Manipulation and subterfuge against wits and insight.
That's teeth.
Rough. That's all I need to know. Chester, you're also going to increase your rage by 1. And as Alayla is looking at you, staring, you feel that rage build. Are you not entitled to your own secrets? Are you not entitled to process things on your own? You've been on your own for so long, and now just because you sat down and decided on a few baselines, you owe these people your thought process? And you are going to verbally lash out and establish this boundary. I will allow you to do that as you please.
I'll just silently I'm just happy. I'll take a moment. It was a good hunt.
You are. You don't.
It's none of your concern.
I see.
Not right now, at least.
Her eyes, she stops blinking, and her pupils turn like pinprick. She kind of rolls her shoulders. And to have him say that, I think it like belies stuff that he had said earlier to
It
her.
well, it totally does. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just like a clenching of her jaw, and then she distances herself from him.
As soon as Alayla kind of walks away, I just... Do you really want to know why? I was in the Umbra, and I question things. I question things a lot.
I like this about you.
But when I'm asked questions, I usually don't falter. I don't hesitate. Because I know. I know what I can do. I know what I want to do. And I know what other people want me to do. Aeolus and I have a certain give and take. I ask him questions, he ponders them, and sometimes he postulates questions for me. And every time I didn't hesitate. When I was there alone, trying to find all of you again, pondering whether we should go on, move on, or take this potentially dangerous sidetrack. I questioned myself. I hesitated.
Because you are worried about what other people wanted, or that what you want is different?
I'm worried. I'm worried because this burden that I like to hold on to may spill over and harm any of you.
You will hear some rustling of tin cups as Magpie begins to hop back into the clearing with a bunch of the tin cups from the camping set clutched in its beak. It sounds like you all need a good drink. A stiff one.
Yeah, I was going to say, Layla dear, you certainly don't need to shift if you want to imbibe with us, but the traditional human way of doing this is to take it in one quick swoop down the hatch.
I will try this.
You gonna teach her about taking shots?
Believe me, there's no other way to drink this.
Shot, 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 shot.
Yes, Magpie has heard this song.
Oh, well, aren't you the fairest filly in the land? Sure.
Well, in the most traditional manner that Yosef knows, the most appropriate thing to do when surrounded by friends and in the presence of good quality liquor is to propose a toast. So, Yosef, after pouring all the beverages, will raise his glass. Everybody presumably will pick up theirs, and he will say, "To our inevitable victory over those fools that would seek to destroy us."
Hesitantly raises her glass because she doesn't know what she's doing.
Drink it. It's
It's a found
burn.
family.
Oh. To new paths for us with good people and good friends and better choices in life.
To, the curiously matted patch of grass in front of my abode every morning.
He takes this shot so fast. She does not respond.
I'm just gonna...
She hears that she doesn't.
Magpie is holding up a glass for itself. My turn. Pour.
I pour for Magpie.
There's a matted patch of grass by your space?
Wait. It's my turn.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Magpie.
If this drink was the ocean and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and drink my way up. But this ain't the ocean, and I'm not a duck. So let's drink these drinks and get fucked up. And it pours it down its gullet.
This part!
Layla is overcome by coughing. She's just coughing up a lung that has nothing to do with the fucking liquor.
Well, that was one hell of a toast, Mr. Magpie.
Yes, it is my favorite. I have heard many.
Oh, good.
Remember, and you see a second magpie kind of move out of Magpie's shadow and become corporeal. 1 is for sorrow, 2 is for joy.
And with that, Yosef pours the second round.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And come on, one more, Layla!
Layla has turned herself so that Chester and Buddy cannot see, that she's bright fucking red. She has been caught.
Can Winona see?
Probably. But she's bright fucking red and looks nervous as fuck.
Quickly. You have been a patch of grass by your spot, Chester?
I'm always out in the woods when I notice things. I'm very good
There's
at it
something
too.
that's been up my house, and I don't know if it's grim or not. Leaving flowers.
It's not good at this. She's
Hi,
coughing up a lung.
I mean, it's nice. I haven't got flowers and Jam Rock Fest back in the day. I need a third one, please.
What's Jamrock?
Oh, well,
She says.
3 for a girl, 4 for a boy.
So are we taking 1 or 2 more? 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy.
What's your
Yusuf
man?
takes.
We can keep going. There's many of these.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
no, Sharon.
It goes up to 20, actually.
No. What is
But I think
wrong
we'd be
with you?
dead. I think we'd be dead after 6.
Oh no, you're Garu now. You process much faster.
Chester. From the pot, he'll give him an actual piece of ham hock. Yeah. You get the biggest piece
For what?
because you've done a lot. I insist.
You did lead us in and out of the Umbra, Chester.
You are part of this caring, and I do care about you. And I want you to be safe. Don't fucking leave without telling nobody where the fuck you going, alright?
I won't leave. Not anytime soon.
Alright.
I promise.
And just because of who Buddy is, he'll kind of like, alright.
All right,
Very
seeing
Most people
this and seeing Alayla's reaction to Chester, she's just going to start playing Till There Was You by the Beatles.
I don't know this song. I will drink my drink.
Layla,
And-
you alright over there?
Yes, I'm fine. It's very strong. It's powerful taste.
Oh, yes. I mean, to be honest, with this stuff, we're not really drinking it for the taste.
I see.
And
We're gonna have an intervention about this.
I think that is
Drinking?
the perfect
I don't think
time
that's the problem.
to yeah, I don't think that's the problem. That is the perfect time for us to montage through sleep
Perfect.
as you all rest. The normal customary thing to do with resting is you either get your composure or your resolve, whichever is higher, back as willpower. However, I do believe every single one of you has accomplished your favor. Or rather, the flip side of your ban, as I've been calling it. As long as you are upholding your patrons' ideas, I'm going to allow all of you to, with Buddy's cooking on top of all of it, fully restore all of your willpower. And as you wake up, the sun rising over the mountain, you know that it's a short ways back to the truck, and then an even shorter drive up to Loch Henry. Breaking down camp is easy. I just need to know what you all want to do.
Alayla would have woken up before everyone. And I think that, like, she checks on everyone, makes sure they're good, and, like, if people, have lost a blanket or something, she kind of tucks them back in. And I think she lingers on Chester for a moment. And I think, like, while he's sleeping, he looks peaceful, but you can see, like, the darkness under his eyes of someone who doesn't really sleep very often. And, like, hopes he's in deep enough sleep that she just holds his hand for a moment. And then she lets go and she'll go over to the creek.
As you look into the face of the waters, Alayla, the gauntlet here is thin enough that you don't need to activate your penumbral senses when you see the reflection of something in the umber in the water. You see a massive owl come and land next to you. Easily 30 feet tall, a wingspan of maybe 60 feet. Ancient, covered in cobwebs and moss, his huge, glowing golden eyes focused in on you. He sleeps enough. You can wake him if you wish. I have already denied him a home. Who am I to deny him a heart?
I want to protect his heart.
You can't. None of you can. The heart will always be open and vulnerable. It is what we do with the hurt that matters.
She nods and whispers thank you.
Do not thank me yet, child of the horned serpent. For my blessing to him will break your heart one day.
In that moment, she, like, turns to look at Owl. She's been looking at the reflection. There's this, like, fierceness that comes over her.
And you don't see him when you look up into the air. And by the time you look back down into the face of the water, Owl is gone.
She clenches her jaw. But she does go back to Jester. And she lays down next to him, looking at his face. And then she just starts tracing his features with her finger.
Eventually this will wake you up, Chester.
I'll just kind of like open my eyes and turn over and just... I didn't expect that to be the first thing I see.
Good thing or bad thing?
Definitely a good thing.
You are away long and leave your house unprotected.
There's nothing much inside anyways.
Yours. Just much.
The most important things I carry with me. My belongings mean very little as long as I have all of you. And I might have been withholding it, but I've known for some time.
He turns bright red. But she does smile a little. What did your companion ask you that you hesitated?
Whether I was going back for the family or for you.
You don't have to choose.
No, I don't, but I sleep better, you know, when you're there.
You don't have to choose that either. Would be with you.
Don't want you to get hurt, though.
An owl told me there will be always risk. That some things are worth risking for.
It's an oddly two-leg thing to say to me.
I am learning.
I think that is the perfect place for everyone to start waking up. Although I feel the very quick need to reflect on Winona's sleep. Winona, most of your sleep cycle is dreamless. It takes a lot of hourage for Winona to hit REM sleep where dreams occur. It's a common thing with traumatic backgrounds, specifically in early childhood. As you do finally hit that REM sleep, Winona, you do not find yourself dreaming. You find your spirit again on that cliffside with that stone tableau. And Gorgon, her hair dripping, looks up from beneath the hair that covers her face. Why have you come here?
To seek justice for an injustice done years ago.
And what do you need from me?
The strength to protect those that I've grown to love.
Are you so weak to believe that you didn't already have it? That by my choosing you and you rising to your feet as a black fury, that it was not within you all along. You do not need my validation. Fights to the last, you need my strength, and you have it. So why are you here?
You may know better than me at this point then.
Because all great warriors have a moment of weakness before they go into battle. I was privy to one that truly changed my outlook. Would it surprise you to know that it was a vampire's moment of weakness that struck me?
May I ask what happened?
He was the greatest warrior any of them had ever seen. But he had doubts. And he stood before his cadre. And he exclaimed every doubt he had, and he turned that space that the doubt had clouded in his heart into iron. His name was Samael, and if there were any true justice other than the justice I bring, I would have taken his human spirit as my companion until the end of my days. Turn your doubts to iron. Speak them before you go into battle, and fill that space with resolve. And in a moment, she glides forward to be nearly face to face with you, and takes your face in her hands. All of my furies are my beloved. My love is your strength. My strength is your strength. Do you understand?
Yes. Just gonna meet her gaze. Yes.
Never again will you ask me for validation like this. You need validation from no one other than yourself. Fights to the last. No one judges you. No one can make you feel less. No one can make you feel more. You determine your worth.
Yes. I am strong.
She reaches up and kisses you on the forehead, and your eyes jolt open from sleep.
She's just gonna sit right up and clutch at the ground at her feet. It's not the same kind of jolt as one would get from a nightmare. Obviously, just shock, intensity. She's just gonna look around and see pretty much where everybody's at.
In various states of breaking down camp, I imagine.
Yeah, Alayla will come over to her.
Yeah, Buddy wanted to come over
Sure.
to Winona.
Go for it.
You alright, Cher?
I am now. I think, yeah.
Good.
No, I am.
That's a nice flash of confidence. I like that.
I saw Gorgon. And
Oh,
it helped. Let's just say. Nothing. It was deep, it was important, it was strong.
mhm.
It was something I needed to hear.
Was it something
I've-
you already knew?
It was something I was questioning. It's something I've been questioning since I was given this gift, since I figured out everything about this life now. Everything about what was being hidden from me before from Jack. Sorry to bring him up again. Just I'm doubting myself because of him and because of me. I didn't think I was going to be strong enough to protect you and right enough. Because I guess it's just how I was brought up. If my dad is Cult of Fenris and everything that I've heard about what that makes them, about what that means, how much of that has he unknowingly instilled into me? I don't want to be Jack. I want to be Winona.
Buddy will pull Winona into a hug. And he'll say, "You don't have to be nobody but yourself, Chef. You are who you are. You're not your father. You have your own hopes and dreams, wishes and fantasies. Fuck Jack. Be Winona. You walk your own path. Like
That's
Celeste.
That's what Gorgon told me. That's what I needed to hear. I am strong. I am Winona.
You are strong. You are Winona.
And with that proclamation, Winona, could you please add to your sheet for me the gift Rapid Shift?
I got it back, baby.
When?
Quickly, Buddy will kind of lower his voice. And he'll share this with Winona. You got your daddy's spirit in you. To fight.
I think she's gonna, since we're still on the hug, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna kind of clutch at you a little tighter. Obviously, she's known that you've actually known Jack at this point. Gaslighting can only go so far, buddy. But hearing that, she's gonna say, "Thank you. I am Winona. I am myself. I am strong, and regardless of those fears that I mentioned, Jack did have his good.
He did.
I'm gonna let you know this right now. If I get to see him again, I'm going to try to save him. I'm going to try to bring him and make him see the justice that needs to be.
Winona will feel like Buddy's tears on her when he says that. And when she says that, and then he will do that for me too.
Of course.
If you want to know more, just not right now.
Whenever you feel comfortable, I feel like we have a lot that we could talk about.
And I can give you a little bit more if you ever need help. You'll
As you break away from this embrace, Winona, it's strange as you feel this from speaking that affirmation, I am fights to the last, I am Winona. It's strange, you feel this welling up in the spirit. And as you realize that you now have access to this gift, this rapid shift, you kind of hold up and you can visualize the space that your arm would take up. You can see your claws in Krynos form. And then as you kind of turn it over, you can see how my limb would be, this much shorter if I went to lupus form. Or you can even feel, what the difference is between the sizes of the teeth in your mouth. Feels like it's very overstimulating for a moment, kind of becoming acclimated to knowing how all of your forms feel at the same time before it dims to this quiet awareness of knowing that at any point you can pick one and go to it with an alacrity that you did not previously have.
Think in that moment, and does it? I don't think it costs anything. It's just a roll still, right?
The cost is free, but you still have to make the rage checks associated with the form.
I think in that moment of realization and kind of in the spirit of this self-actualization, she's feeling it, but there's a difference between feeling it and doing it. And in that moment, I would like to have her rapid shift to Hispo.
That would be a rage check.
Success.
2, a pool of dexterity and glory. The difficulty for this check is 2.
That's 6 dice.
Looking for 2 successes.
That's 4 successes.
And you all see, literally in the flash of an eye, it's too fast for even the human eye to account for Winona change forms and take the dire wolf form.
And I think she's going to let out a howl.
A howl rings across the early morning. Now, this does stand to a point, my pack. If you all just take the 4 legs, it's probably the same time to get to the place that you need to go. Instead of having to go back to the truck and maybe drive the truck there, and I don't know, maybe the truck getting fucked with and busted and you guys getting stranded again. Crazy, I don't know why I would ever think of that. But
that's true.
If you took the 4 legs, the time to travel there would be relatively the same.
At the howl, Layla will shift into her lupus form and join her in that howl.
That's a good idea. For if everybody wants. We're probably faster and more adaptable in the woods. We could all just shift. I'm specifically looking at Yosef. Really, honestly.
All right, the route to Loch Henry, does that by any chance go past that little shack that Rod's staying in?
No. No, you're going over the other side of the ridge.
All right. So here's what, like, I'm hearing that very, very, like, you obvious, like, inclination there from Chester. Like, he was just staring out into, like, thing. He's watching his patmates, just like, takes another neck of the corn whistle. He's like, fuck it.
All right.
And then he shifts.
Lupus does not require a rage check.
Yeah. I assume it was going to be Lupus.
Any shifting to Lupus is easily enough done. So as you all go over this hill, all of you taking your Lupus form and running, I imagine you all took a moment to at least stash all of your camping equipment and food in the old rusted out car that was found.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a whole deer that y'all took down. That's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
So as
We're good
you
hunters.
as you take off over the mountainside, it is beautiful. It is a very heavily forested valley between you and Loch Henry. It's honestly gorgeous. Just running through the woods, seeing the rabbits, seeing some of the snakes run off the path ahead of you. Birds. Even running the five of you running past a black bear who looks a little bit confused as to why there are a bunch of wolves running around this forest. But seems generally otherwise underwhelmed and goes back to its nap. It's as you head up the other side of that valley. It's a little bit more treacherous. You're taking an upward ascent up the valley instead of down in, which can oftentimes be much more difficult. However, with all of you being in Lupus form and having a Lupus-born Garu amongst you, figuring out the way up proves not to be very difficult at all. Before you finally come to a place where you start to see around trees, there is West Virginia Historical Society tape around a few of them. And as you begin to move into that area, you see that there are places where trees have been cleared, where it looks like there's been some archaeological diggings to find maybe if there was anything pre-Loch Henry. It looks like they're digging for any sort of ancient Native American civilization here. However, it's when you break the tree line into the clearing where you see there is a massive, beautiful clear water lake. Yosef, it's strange. You see immediately, having been to the Highlands a few times as a kid, you can immediately see that this mountain range, that your land and this land were once connected. It's uncanny. You'd think maybe if there was just a little bit more pine tree, it would be indistinguishable.
Ah, smells like home.
And you can even smell this now wild growing heather. It's all there.
Ah,
Every sensation. It's uncanny. And then you see the preserved cabins. The homes of people who lived here that have been preserved, and this seems to be, or at least maybe until recently, it was some sort of like touristy spot where they, like, history tourists would go and you know, go on guided tours and things. There's a visitor center, but there are no vehicles here today. Of course, if any of you care to keep track of the time, it is also a Sunday and very early in the morning.
is the visitor center locked?
You go and approach?
Why not?
Assuming that you take the form to use hands and kind of jiggle the doorknob, it is locked.
Yeah, no, for much longer.
Sure. However, as you do that, Yosef, go ahead and give me your Dex and Larceny roll.
Okay, Dex and Larceny.
The rest of
Is
you
not-
just sort of looking over this place. It's when you see the tree on the other side of the lock. Or rather, a lake, as they would call it here. On the other side of the lake, you see that massive, looming tree. It's almost leafless, even in summer. All of you can feel, as Garu, the spiritual pressure here. What was the result of your roll? Yes.
2 10s and a 6 storyteller.
Absolutely. So a total of 5. Easily enough, you unlock it. Making your way in, there are pamphlets about the area. There are a few little gift shoppy things, hats, t-shirts, keychains, other things of that nature. You also see there's a little spot with that for the people who collect the spoons. There's a little. Specifically it says the massacre at Loch Henry in the spoon and that whole 9. There's some food. There's some drinks. You can grab a Red Bull if you want.
Yeah, actually, after the light we had, that sounds perfect.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so
You can also check the cash
Pamphlet.
register if you want. That's also an option.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. Aye. Is it locked?
No. It's old. This whole setup's very old. It's one of the ones where you just gotta hit a button on the backside and smack the side of it hard enough. You've gotten into enough of these.
Yeah, he'll grab any petty cash he can. If anything else, he might want to stop by Rod later on the way back.
You can pull out of this opening till, obviously it has nothing in it. It's an opening till it's a flat 250.
Nice. Alright, that's the war chest. Well, you'll step out from there unless there's anything else of imports that he can glean having examined the visitor center.
Not really.
Yeah. So just a lot of pamphlets basically confirming more or less what Turtle told us in the Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
I will say, I don't know if you would find this of import or not. One of the pamphlets does have a small map of the area and the hiking trails around it. I don't know if you would consider that important.
I would definitely consider that to be important. Yeah, I'll grab if that exists on multiple pamphlets. I'll grab one of those for each of the pack.
Sure.
Yeah. So user comes out just hey folks, I've got all of your information right here.
Layla, still as a wolf, just looks at him, kind of forgetting that she's in her wolf form.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Layla.
And that's when you all hear, hey.
Winona's still in Hispa form's tail, goes rigid as she is looking towards where that's coming from.
Come.
Did it come?
Come.
Did it come from any specific direction?
No, it seems to be echoing around you.
Is anybody else hearing that?
Yes, we all do.
Layla's gonna kick on her penumbral senses.
But he will try to get himself in front of Winona.
I would also like to use Shadow Sense.
Okay. 2 great gifts to be using in this moment. Yes. Give me 1 second while I get to the page for both of them.
While that's happening, respectfully, Winona, as Alrune, will shift herself to be in front of Buddy.
That's right.
Spend a point of willpower for penumbra senses.
Mm-hmm.
For shadow sense, also spend a point of willpower.
Yeah.
And I believe both penumbra senses is intelligence and wisdom. Shadow sense is wits and wisdom.
Could I use a gift?
What would you like to use?
Sight from beyond.
Sure. Attempting to coax this out, you're going to need to spend a point of willpower, and you are also going to roll me intelligence and wisdom.
Okay. I will spend
All right, we are going to start with a Chester.
All right, 3 successes.
3 successes on shadow sense. All right, Chester. As you close your eyes and allow yourself that moment of stillness, you can feel the other side of the umbra on the tips of your hairs. You can feel things whooshing by through the air. You feel there's certainly danger here, pain, and it is coming for you. Layla.
Be on your guard.
How many?
Like a teeth.
Teeth. Okay. As you awaken your penumbral senses, and see what is in front of you, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is make me 2 rage checks.
Teeth.
Okay, so that's 1 fail. What was the other dice roll? Success or failure?
Just a success, a single success.
Okay. So, your rage is going to level out here. Because in the same sentence that I'm going to say you lose a rage for going to Krenos, you gain 1 for rolling teeth. As you open your eyes to the other side of the umbra, and you see these strange spirits. Their necks are bent crooked. Their eyes glow with relentless fury. Their teeth have elongated, almost like those of a shark, poking their bottom teeth, poking through their upper lips, their upper teeth poking through their bottom lips, almost hemming their mouths shut. They have to rip their teeth free to speak, to howl. Their limbs are gangly and elongated into talons. Their bottom halves are somewhat wispy as they fly through the sky around you, and there are dozens of them encircling all of you in this moment. We'll get back to that in a second. Buddy, how many successes on your roll?
1 success, 1 teeth.
Success, 1 teeth. As you tap into this vision, you hear the cry of Falcon above you and look up to the sky. And you see in the clouds you and your pack at the base of that tree on the other side of the lake, fighting into an amount of spirits that is waiting against you. And you see that only by having your back to that tree are you going to have victory. And with that teeth, you are going to grab into Yosef's leg and begin to drag him towards the tree as you begin to run.
Okay.
Yosef, you're going to take 1 level of superficial damage. This isn't a tearing bite. This is just, we've got to go, and you're on 2 legs. It's instinct.
Whoa!
It's not something that can be defied for Buddy.
All right.
And you are dragged onto your back, and you're going to be dragged several feet before I ask you another roll. However, Alayla is seeing something the rest of you aren't seeing. And Alayla is now in Krynos form.
I would like to rapid shift to Krynos as well, taking a cue.
Here's the thing with Krynos form. Alayla, with no rage dice involved, I need you to make me a willpower check. That is your current unspent willpower, because this is the first turn that you are not attacking something or have killed something, which by rules means you have to make a frenzy check.
1 success.
Difficulty for that, unfortunately, was 3. So Layla is going to go into a frenzy and start attacking whatever is closest. Where we're going to end this session is all of you here around you. You've come to avenge us. Give in to us. Your bodies are ours. And I need everyone to make me a composure and resolve other than Alayla.
4 successes.
4 successes.
Teeth.
Teeth.
My dice are loving these
7
teeth right now.
successes.
Buddy?
1, 2, 2 successes, 2 teeth.
Okay. So how we will close out this session. Chester, Yosef. You do not give in to the frenzy that is trying to be induced on you from the other side of the gauntlet. Buddy. With 2 more teeth and seeing your vision, you know you have to get whoever you can there. And so you just keep dragging Yosef in your maw. Yosef, you're going to take another 2 levels of superficial damage.
Oh, okay, that's 3 total.
As Buddy, in his lupus form, is fully sprinting, dragging you through the dirt. Winona. You also rolled teeth. As you fight against this incursion, you said you wanted to go to Krynos. Go ahead and make your 2 rage checks now.
1 success, 1 failure.
Alright. So your rage is going to go down by 1, only to be raised by 1 for the brutal. And as you go into your brutal outcome, Chester is the closest vulnerable target that you can see. And in your rage, you reach forward and put your hand on his chest and shove him back behind you. And it's through that shove that your claws rake across his chest. Chester, you are going to take 3 levels of superficial damage. And where I'm going to end this session 3 of What Men Have Wrought, Unruly Childer. Or rather, Unruly Children. Wrong game to say childer. Rough.
I was gonna say.
Chester, as you look up and you see Buddy dragging Yosef off, Winona and Alayla in Krynos form, and Alayla turning with this look of rage and frenzy in her eyes at Winona. You know something that no one else here knows.
the only way to defeat a spirit like this is in the Umbra. You can't do it from this side of the gauntlet. Knowing that again you're going to have to give a bit of your own pain to open the path, you know that's your only option. And that is where we are going to end this session. Thank you all for being here. And we'll see you next time. Same wolf time, same wolf channel.